So before we start our procurement activity for today, I ask Ma'am Jamaica to lead the prayer and Ma'am Anne for the attendance.
Let us pray. Most precious and heavenly Father, Lord God, thank you for this wonderful morning that you've given unto us. Thank you for the life of faith and the life of conscience that you showered upon us. Lord, thank you also for those good people that you gathered here for this weekly conference. You are the Redeemer, the Sustainer, and our Lord Jesus Christ. All we ask this pray. Amen. Okay, once again, good morning. Attendance present for today's private conference are Roderick Arbacena, back chairperson, Muslim Committee back vice chairperson, Barbara G. Fuentevilla, regular member, Evident Elizabeth W. Liscano, and user, Ana Maria B. Rismania, head back secretariat, Helen B. Corneja, member BAC PWG, Wilmer C. Quiñones, member BAC PWG, Josephine T. Banay, BAC Secretariat, and we have also an engineers for the planning and design section, Wesley Jean F. Idane, Engineer 2, Laika May D. Mascabado, Engineer 2, Jessica Pia Babao, Engineer 2. And we have also an observer from the Commission on Audit, Mamganap and Dinaluta, State Auditor 3. Uh, Today's attendance are in this quorum, therefore, private conference will proceed.
Good morning to everyone, especially to my fellow BAC member, to the BAC Secretariat, BAC PWG, to the representative of the Commission on Audit, Mamganap and to our three beautiful ladies, the planning engineers, good morning. To those who are watching on our YouTube channel, again, good morning. So today, we have 8 civil works projects for you friends. These projects are 24 MD 7730, construction of Anik Unicorn Road, Anik Victoria Cotabato. 24 MD 0731, Junction Nimbalawa, Baruwing, Basak Road in support of banana, coffee, and island user productions and marketing at Kalamata, North Cotabato. 24 MT 0032, Johnson Davao Cotabato Crossing Baga, Sitio Dalumangkong, Sitio Lampati Road, Alamada North Cotabato Package 2, 24 MT 0733, Galili Palakat, Tubao Road, in support of banana, corn, coconut, palm oil industries, Alamada and Alyosan North Cotabato. Construction of capital construction from Malabo River, after Malabo Elementary School section, Barangay Anip, Kawayan North Cotabato. 24 MT 0735, construction of capital construction from Malabo River, Annex section, Barangay Anip, Kawayan North Cotabato. 24 MT 0736, construction of capital construction on Puman River, Barangay Umaga, section, phase 4, Barangay Umaga, Libunan, North Cotabato. Lastly, 24 MT 0737, rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide. At Primary Road, along Davao Cotabato Junction, Picos Cotabato section, Alyosa, Cotabato. So can we hear the details of this project or this?
Good morning, everyone. Let me start with contract ID 24MD0030 with the project name of construction of Anit to Renecon Road located at Anit, Pikawayan, Cotabato. First station limit starts at station 0 plus 000 to station 0 plus 220 with a total of 220 meters. Appropriation of 5 million pesos and a total project duration of 43 calendar days. For the scope of works, under facilities for the engineer, we have the provision of field office for the engineer rental basis. Next is the other general requirements. We have the project billboard or signboard, the occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization or demobilization. For earthworks, we have the supply common excavation, structure excavation common soil, embankment from roadway or structure excavation common soil, and separate preparation for common materials. For sub-base and base course, we have the aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, we have the Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced with 0.2 meter thick. And for the drainage and slope protection structures, we have the pipe culvert 910 mm diameter class 4 RCPC and stone masonry. Next is the contract ID 24MD0031 with a project name of Junction Mimbalawag to Baruwin to Basak Road in support of banana, coffee and highland vegetable production and marketing, located at Alamada North, Cotabato. For the station limit starts from station 0 plus 000 to station 1 plus 655.5 with an appropriation of 80 million pesos and a total project duration of 245 calendar days. For the slope protection, a total of 3,686.56 square meters. For the scope of works, under facilities for the engineer, we have the provision of field office for the engineer, rental basis, provision of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer rental basis, operation and maintenance of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer. For other general requirements, we have the project billboard or signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, and demobilization. Under earthworks, we have the individual removal of trees with the diameter of 301 to 500 millimeter. surplus common excavation, structure excavation common soil, foundation field, embankment from borrow, granular coarse material, embankment from roadway or structure excavation common soil, subgrade preparation of common material. For under sub-base and base course, we have the aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, we have the Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced with 0.15 meters thick. Next is the Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced with 0.28 meters thick. Under line canal, we have the reinforcing steel, grade 40, structural concrete class A, 20.68 megapascal for 28 days, lean concrete class B, and paint. For drainage and slope protection works, we have the pipe culverts, 910 millimeter diameter, class 4 RCPC, stone masonry, rubble concrete, sheet piles, steel slope protection. Under miscellaneous structures, we have the metal guardrail, metal beam, including post, single, W beam, metal beam and piece, bull nose, hazard markers or the chevron signs, tree furnishing and transplanting and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, color white and yellow.
Good morning once again. So under contract ID 24MD0032 with project name Junction Davao Cotabato Crossing Bagger, Sitio de Lumangco, Sitio ng Paki Road, Alamatan North Cotabato Package 2 with project appropriation of 100 million pesos and under that 2024 for a source of fund and the total project duration of 245 calendar days. And for its scope of work, under facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer on rental basis, provision of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer and their rental. For other general requirements, project billboard and signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization and demobilization, and rental for Greenway. Under earthworks, removal of actual structures and obstruction, 0.20 meter thick PCCP, embankment from roadway excavation common soil, embankment from barrow, subgrade preparation common material. Under sub-base course and base course, aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 0.15 meter thick, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 0.28 meter thick. Under bridge construction, reinforced concrete railing standard, reinforced steel, grade 40, reinforcing steel, grade 60, structural concrete class A. Structural concrete class A, 27.58 MPa at 28 days. Pre-stressed structural concrete girder type 4B for 30 meters. Elastomeric bearing pad and expansion dam for bridges, steel transverse. Under the drainage and slope protection structures, we have grouted riprap class A, steel sheet pile for slope protection, concrete for slope protection, and rail pile. Under miscellaneous structures, metal guard rails, metal beam, including post, single, W beam, metal beam and piece, bull nose, regulatory signs, 600 mmR6, plus 4 miscellaneous signs, load and dimension restriction signs. Hazard markers, chevron, for 450 by 600 millimeter chevron signs, with reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and yellow and solar LED street light. For contract ID 24MD0033, Lawini Calacat, Bao Road in support of banana, corn, coconut, and palm oil industries, Alamada, Alyosan, North Cotabato, with project appropriation of 80 million pesos. With a total project duration of 226 calendar days. For bridge length, to 30 linear meters, 2.2474 kilometers for road length. Under its scope of work, or facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer on rental basis, provision of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer and their rental basis, operation and maintenance of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer. Under other general requirements, project billboard and signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, and demobilization. Under earthworks, removal of actual structures and obstruction, 910 millimeter diameter RCPC, removal of actual structures and obstruction, 20 millimeter thick PCCP, surplus common excavation, structure excavation common soil, embankment from roadway and structure excavation common soil, and subgrade preparation common material. Under subbase and base courses, aggregate subbase course. For surface courses, Portland cement, concrete pavement, and reinforced 15 millimeter thick, 14 days. And Portland cement, concrete pavement, and reinforced 28 millimeter thick, 14 days. For bridge construction, precast concrete piles furnished 400 by 400 millimeter. Precast concrete piles driven. Test piles furnished and driven 400 by 400 millimeter. Tile shoes, splicing of RC piles with epoxy, concrete railing standard, reinforcing steel grade 40, reinforcing steel grade 60, structural concrete 20.68 MPa 14 days strength, structural concrete 27.58 MPa 14 days strength. Pre-stressed structural concrete members 30 meters height 4B. Lean concrete class B 16.5 MPa for paint and elastomeric verifies. For its under drainage and slow protection structures, pipe culverts 910 millimeter diameter class 4 RCPC, grouted riprap class 8, stone masonry, rubble concrete, hand-laid rock embankment, sheet piles, steel, slope protection, and concrete slope protection. Under miscellaneous structures, metal guardrails, metal beam including post, single double beam, metal beam end piece, bullnose, regulatory signs, 600 millimeter, R6-4 miscellaneous signs, load and dimension restriction signs. Hazard markers, 450 by 600 millimeter chevron signs, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white and yellow, and tapered solar LED roadway lighting 8 meter high.
For the contract ID 24MG0034, construction of flat-to-flow structure along Balago River, Upper Balago Elementary School section, Barangay Ating Pitoyan, North Cotabato. The structure is steel sheet pile with reinforced concrete slope. I will read to you the items. For the facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer rental basis, other general requirements, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, demobilization and mobilization, detour and access road, for the earthwork removal of structures and obstruction, boulder field, for the reinforced concrete work structural concrete 3000 PSI, class A 28 days, lean concrete reinforcing steel deformed grade 40, for the earthwork and suitable excavation, structure excavation, embankment from the structure excavation, gravel field, for the bank and slope protection work, stone masonry, concrete slope protection, matrices, 0.3 meter by 2 meter by 6 meter metallic coated, furnish and rebuild of steel sheet pile, U-type grade 50, For drainage works, 5 culverts, 760 mm diameter, class 4 RCPC and trailing. The project title of this is Construction of Flood Control Structure along Valgo River, Upper Valgo Elementary School, Barangay Ani, with appropriation of 17 million, calendar days of 139 days, and project length of 185.40 linear meter. For the next project, 24 MD 0035, construction of flood control structure along Balago River, Anik section, Barangay Anik, Ikawayan, North Cotabato, with appropriation of 50 million and 196 calendar days. For the facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer rental basis, provision of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer on rental basis, operation and maintenance of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer. For the other general requirements, project billboard and signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization and demobilization, detour and access road. For the sub-base and base course, aggregate sub-base course, for surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement and main course, 0.20 meter thick, 14 days. For the earthwork, removal of actual structures and obstruction, PCP, boulder field. For the reinforced and concrete work, structural concrete 3000 PSI, class A, 28 days. Reinforcing steel deform, grade 40. Individual unsuitable excavation, embankment from structural excavation, embankment from barrow, gravel field. For the bank and slope protection works, slope masonry, complete slope protection, matrices, 0.3 meter by 2 meter by 6 meter metallic coated, filtered cloth, furnish and even have steel sheet pile type, then railings. The structure for this one is steel sheet pile with complete slope, then mattress and retaining wall. For the project 23MD0036, construction of flood control structure along Bungan River, Barangay Bumaga section phase 4. Located at Barangay Bumaga, Bungan, North Cotabato, with appropriation of 100 million and total calendar days of 278 days. For the facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer rental basis, provision of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer rental basis, operation and maintenance of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer. For the other requirements, project billboard and signboard, occupational safety and health program, mobilization and immobilization, detour and access road. For the miscellaneous structures, components, CN700, beach station, river grass system. Earthwork, boulder field. For the reinforced concrete work, structural concrete, 3000 PSI, plus 8 days. Reinforcing steel, deform, grade 40. For protective works and accessories, hexapod. For the flood and river control and drainage, clearing and grubbing, individual removal of trees 150 mm to 300 mm diameter, unsuitable excavation, embankment from structural excavation, embankment from barrow. For bank and slope protection works, rotted riprap class A, concrete slope protection, and furnish and given of steel sheet pile, Z-type grade 50. For the last project, 24 MD0037, rehabilitation and reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide, primary road along Davao-Cotabato Road, junction Digos-Cotabato section, located at Aliasan, North Cotabato, with station limits of 1686 plus 795.98 to 1686 plus 990.28, with appropriation of 39,312,000, physical target of 2,862.92 square meter, and 183 calendar days. For the facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer rental basis, provision of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer on fair rental basis, operation and maintenance of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer. Other general requirements, project Uber design board, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization and mobilization, removal and relocation of utilities. For the earthwork, clearing and grubbing, individual removal of trees 300 watt to 500 mm diameter small, individual removal of trees 750 watt to 900 mm diameter small, removal of structures and obstruction, removal of actual structures and obstruction, 0.28 meter thick PCCP and reinforced, removal of structures and obstructions, concrete, surface, common excavation, foundation field, embankment from barrow, granular coarse material, embankment from roadway or structure excavation, common soil. For the sub-base and base courses, aggregate sub-base course. For the surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement, 0.15 meter thick 14 days. Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced 0.28 meter thick 14 days. For the bridge construction, copy, reinforcing steel grade 40, reinforcing steel grade 4 grade 60, structural concrete 20.68 MPa class A 28 days, lean concrete class B 16.50 MPa paint. For the drainage and slope protection structures, line canal rectangular concrete, routed riprap class A, sheet piles, steels for the slope protection, concrete for the slope protection, filter cloth, drain pipe galvanized. For the miscellaneous structures, metal guardrail, metal beam decoding post, single W beam, metal beam and piece bull nose, furnishing and placing topsoil, place furnishing in the planting, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, color white, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, color yellow. That will be all. If you have other concerns and questions, you can just go to the planning section and look for the engineers.
Can you read again the contract ID on Mr. Bando for the construction of that infrastructure along the Google River, along the Kumanga? Can you read again the contract ID?
Contract ID 24 MT0036.
Okay. So before we end this procurement activity, to our lady engineer, can you kindly smile Anna for the facilities for the engineer, either the ABC or the group? No? So again, as mentioned by Mr. Pato, if you have any inquiries or question regarding this public governance, you can visit them at our office. So that's all. Thank you very much and good morning. Again, the schedule of